Welcome to Bodybuilding Simplified, where I make complicated things easy to understand. Do you want to do cardio, but you are too afraid of losing muscle? Do you have no idea how to add it to your routine? Well, you came to the right place. In this video, I will talk about how much cardio you should be doing per week, when to do it, the best exercises, and what to do so you don't lose your muscle while doing cardio. Let's start with how much cardio you should be doing per week. I would recommend 150 minutes of cardio of moderate intensity per week. It doesn't really matter how you decide to spread this over the week, but I would not recommend doing all the 150 minutes at once. Split it into at least 2 sessions minimum. Now let's talk about when you should be doing your cardio. Definitely don't do your cardio before you train with weights, as it would negatively impact your lifting. Doing it after your weight training is better, but definitely not ideal. I would recommend you to separate your cardio from lifting weights completely. Either do cardio on an off day, or if you for example lift weights in the morning, then do your cardio in the evening, so that there is at least 6 hours between your cardio and your lifting session. Now it's the time to dive into the exercises. There are 3 things that you should keep in mind when selecting your exercises. The first is that you should find exercises that are low impact and easy to recover from. Second one is that you should do more than just one type of cardio exercise per week to prevent injuries from overuse, and it will also make your cardio more fun. And the last thing, that is probably the most important, is that you should do the cardio that you enjoy. Otherwise, you won't be able to stick to it for a longer time. You don't need any crazy exercises. You can just walk if that's something that you enjoy. You can use a treadmill, elliptical, or just go for a walk normally. And you can even spice it up a little bit by adding a slight incline. Other alternatives are for example swimming and cycling. But remember, you are not supposed to go balls to the wall. It's called moderate intensity for a reason. People are always arguing about what type of cardio is better, if it's HIIT or LISS cardio. They both have their pros and cons, but I would say that if you are not an athlete that needs to focus on their speed, or if you are just really short on time, there is no reason to do HIIT cardio. HIIT cardio can be really hard to recover from, both physically and mentally, and people usually don't like doing hard stuff, which means that you will probably quit after a while. On the other side, LISS cardio is easier to stick to and probably more enjoyable for most of the people. Now let's finally talk about the muscle loss from doing cardio. This is the fear of every single gym goer. Will I lose muscle if I do cardio? The answer is pretty simple. No. If you follow the rules I'm going to tell you right now. Rule number 1 is to not do excessive amounts of cardio. If you stick to your 150 minutes of cardio per week, you will be fine. I'm sorry, but you won't be able to run marathons if you want to be muscular. Have you seen those runners? I don't think you want to look like that. Do you? The rule number 2 is to always refeed after your cardio session, so your body doesn't go catabolic. By refeeding after your cardio session, you will prevent your muscles from breaking down. And one last thing, if you are already really active, maybe you have a really active job or you play a sport that is really cardio heavy, you don't need to add any more cardio on top of that. That would just be unnecessary. But if you are sitting all day either at school or at work, you should definitely start doing some cardio. This will help you to gain more muscle in the long run, because you will be able to move more weight without gassing out mid-set. So this is all I got for you. If you are still unsure about something, remember this. Do something that you enjoy and what is sustainable for you in the long run, because that's really what matters here. Cardio should be something that you stick to for your whole life, not just a tool for weight loss. So don't be like those people who suddenly get motivated to do cardio, they start waking up at 4 AM and going for a run, just to fail miserably and never return to doing any cardio ever again. Be smart and don't forget to walk your way over to the subscribe button. Thanks!